something is shifting in Russia's north, and not quietly. While world leaders, including President Donald Trump, remain preoccupied with Ukraine, the Kremlin is methodically laying the groundwork for a broader showdown, this time along its European frontier. Deep inside Russian territory, just 100 miles east of the Finnish border, construction crews are expanding military infrastructure in Petrozavodsk, a city long removed from global headlines. Now poised to become the nerve center of a new Russian army headquarters, Petrozavodsk will oversee tens of thousands of troops in what Western intelligence calls a deliberate NATO-facing build-up. The Wall Street Journal reports that engineers are preparing bases to house these forces, many now stationed in Ukraine. To support the deployment, the Kremlin is intensifying recruitment, scaling weapons production, and upgrading rail and road networks across the Leningrad military district, which borders Finland, Estonia, and Latvia. For Finland, now a NATO member after breaking decades of neutrality in response to Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, the developments are deeply unsettling. Scarred by the Soviet territorial grabs of 1940, Helsinki is sealing its 830-mile border with surveillance systems, barbed wire, and hardened defenses. Observers say the military expansion near Petrozavodsk underscores why Finland chose to abandon its long-standing policy of neutrality. Trump, meanwhile, has dismissed claims that Russia harbors ambitions beyond Ukraine. I don't agree with that, not even a little bit, he said in February, countering President Zelensky's warnings about a potential NATO war. Trump has pushed for a ceasefire, aiming to restore diplomatic ties with Moscow. But Russian military analysts interpret the northern buildup, especially near Finland, as strategic groundwork for a future confrontation with NATO. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov took a sharper tone in April, telling the Antalya Forum in Turkey that NATO should have been dissolved.
NATO should have been dissolved in the first place, after the Soviet Union ceased to exist, after the Warsaw Treaty ceased to exist.
According to a Danish intelligence report cited by the Wall Street Journal, Russia could launch a major European conflict within 5 years. Sooner, if a ceasefire allows it time to regroup. NATO members in Eastern Europe aren't waiting. Poland and the Baltic states are reinforcing defenses with trenches, tank barriers, and even reinstating anti-personnel mines once banned by treaties. The quiet north is stirring. With every rail laid and every division mobilized, Russia is positioning itself not just for defense, but for a future clash. NATO's uneasy peace may soon face its most testing hour yet.